savage, let me further explain. They say love will get you killed, so my heart got a shield. Tryna hit and that's it, I ain't got time to chill. Let's be real, I be in a relationship when everybody cheating. Break up the makeup, gon' keep repeating. Single life, less stressful, I don't fuss no more. I play roles and that's all, I don't trust no hoe. You think you winning, but you really losing. When you ain't around, my nigga, your bitch choosing. Why you playing, girl? You got miles, Darius. Rocking a relationship a joke, hilarious. Don't hog them, just dog them. Pass and laugh. Every night I waste a girl, show on my ass.
I might give out.
I've done my evaluation, and I find that you guys are perfectly fine. These hoes ain't shit. Fuck them. Have a good evening.
I might give out. But I never give in.
What's up, Shauna?
Okay. Hey, y'all. We are back with Daily Live with Tiff
Apryl.
Cat.
and our special guest again. We got Key.
What's happening?
Luke.
We got Luke over here.
You.
So today we are talking about manipulation. And we were asked the question, who is most, what?
What toy? Go ahead.
Oh,
The mic down. Go ahead, Luke.
sorry about that. We were asked the question, who is the most manipulative, men or women? So we actually took some polls. Each of us took some polls to our social media followers. And everybody's poll came back that women were more manipulative, right?
That's the truth.
Did anybody get a man as being more manipulative?
I didn't. I got women.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so 70.
Can you all hear Kathy?
Yeah. I can hear
Can't
Kat.
hear nobody.
I mean, I can hear everybody in the room, but not in my
Sorry,
headphones.
y'all.
Yeah, mine low too.
Sorry, y'all. Fixing a couple technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys.
The equipment is trying to manipulate us. But
But yeah, so I took a poll. It said it came back like 76% of people said that women were more manipulative, and then the other one said men were more manipulative. So we just want to get into this really quick. What is your guys' take on manipulation? First of all, because I feel like it's different ways that you can manipulate someone,
in different ways it can be defined.
Oh my god. Okay. Hey,
Manipulating already.
exactly.
Here we go.
I think it's something that we learn, and we learn it early on in life. From when you're a little girl, when you learn that you can cry and get something that you want, you have learned to manipulate.
Oh wow.
And I think you can take that into your life if nobody ever corrects you on it.
So is that just people in general? Or
Yep, I
just-
think men and women the same.
Okay. Because boy babies cry as well.
For sure.
Just so y'all know.
But they're going to be more so told not to cry.
But she's saying this is how manipulation gets started, though.
Yeah. No, I was just asking, is it a difference at a young age, like when we first learned the behavior? Is it a difference in gender, or is it just pretty much around the board, like kids in general?
Kids, I think we taught manipulation from an early age, like she said.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was little, my aunt used to be like, Kathy, go upstairs and grab something for me. You the fastest. Like, she would just say that, like manipulating me to do it because I'm the fastest.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Is that manipulation?
Yeah, because it
Yes.
makes you. It makes
because it made me want to do
Sound like
it.
a
do
kid
it
when
to
you say,
yeah.
I'm the fastest.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm the
Fastest.
fastest.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I wanted to be the fastest, but I am.
So
And you
I
got to run hard as hell.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
You're gonna come back musty in there.
So I want to do
Exactly.
something interesting. I want to go around the room
Okay.
and let's see how honest we are gonna be.
Oh.
So should we poll this? Let's do it. We're gonna start with Lou and come on around. So, how manipulative are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I would have said a 1 at one point, but I did realize that I do have some manipulative tactics I use. I just didn't realize that they were manipulation. So I would say I'm a 5 now that I realize them.
Okay.
And that's what we do here on Daily Bread. You know, we awaken people and let them
It's-
know what it is that they do.
It's a lot of healing that takes place here.
It
And
does.
a lot of honesty and truth.
It definitely does.
Okay, so we got Lou coming in at a 5, based on his own assessments. Kathy?
I think I'm at about a 5, and I think. Oh, did you?
Huh?
I don't know what you laughing at, but I'm gonna say 5. But I'm gonna say it can go back and forth, and I think it's all about how conscious I am of it. Sometimes
That's
I'm
honest.
subconsciously manipulating, and then sometimes I'm consciously manipulating. I would say, as far as being conscious of it, 5. As far as subconscious, I could be a 10. I could be a 1. You know what I mean? Like
Because
it
it's
can
so
go back and forth.
subconscious.
Yeah,
Fluid manipulation.
that's right. Fluid. I like
All
that.
right.
Fluid manipulation. All right, it's my turn. I would say, as far as, and I like how everybody this is interesting. For me, I would say I'm a 3. That's interesting. He's eating something that's caught his throat. Tiff?
I think something's going to mine as well.
Oh, okay.
You said a 3?
3.
Like
1,
1, 2, 3?
1, 2, like uno, dos, tres. You need me to speak it in a different language?
That's interesting.
Arigato.
Okay.
The,
Well-
domo arigato. That's thank you very much. But
What
it's
about
3.
puta?
Man, I thought y'all said y'all was gonna be honest.
That's my bad. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I am about a 4.
She can't even say it with a straight face. Okay, you
I would
a 4.
say about a 4. But I do think that there are different types of manipulation. So you got like emotional manipulators and then like mental manipulators.
Well, we gonna get into that.
Okay.
All right. So
I would
4.
say about a 4.
So we got 5, 5, 3, 4, and Key.
Truthfully,
No,
Truthfully.
lifely,
you
nigga.
gotta make sure y'all
Uh-oh.
can see me. Now honestly, I think I'm probably like a 9, 10 when it comes to it. But
like
my
the
manipulation isn't always used for bad intention. Sometimes I manipulate for good. So I know I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what
Like
it is.
manipulation.
Well, you know.
motivation.
Okay, so
Right.
if we gonna use that, then I change my number to a 5.
Oh, now you want to change your number?
Yeah, because I didn't know it.
Well, we didn't say good or bad. We just
You
said
just said
manipulative.
manipulation.
Oh, then I'm a 5.
Well, I said 5 because
So all y'all gonna be 5s?
No, listen. I started with 5, remember? But everybody's saying now, oh, since we're talking about good manipulation, that's exactly what I was talking about all along.
Lord have
Like y'all
mercy.
sitting here talking about, oh, since we talking about that, that's where I started.
Oh,
And I'm saying
okay.
that, yeah, I manipulate, but I manipulate to get the things that I want for the better of everything. That I'm looking at it from a me
You
and
manipulate to get the things that you want
Yes.
for the better of everything.
No, listen to me.
What you think is best
Listen,
for the better
no,
of
listen,
everything.
No, listen.
Manipulate me, my good
I
brother.
understand what y'all saying. I'm telling you that when I do manipulate, it's because I'm aware of the person that I'm manipulating and myself, and what is best for us. And I'm saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do to get
This
these
nigga
things to get
ghost.
here, and that's it. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I can manipulate a situation because I know what's best for you and me, and you don't necessarily
fuck with
know.
that.
Yeah, you don't necessarily know. You don't or admit. I take that back. You may know. You may know what's best for what's best too, but you don't trust my process to get us there.
Now I
So
gotta
I got
piggyback off that.
so now I got to manipulate you to get you to trust my process to get us there, because I know what the fuck I'm doing.
I want to piggyback off that. That's because I feel like women need to be lied to. Like, in order for the
I'm gonna
man
add
or
a
the
point
woman-
over to the men's
Yeah,
side
add
of
a
the
point.
manipulation
Everybody
here.
do
Add a
it.
point.
They
I
got a
need 2
point.
because I'm talking the
2
truth.
points.
Women do
2
need
points.
to be lied to.
He asked for the second. Y'all remember that? Okay.
Why do
We got
women?
2 points.
Why would women need to be lied to, Key?
Because in order to speak to y'all in the language of manipulation, y'all need to be manipulated. That's why y'all so good at it. Like, y'all know how to do that shit. But women need to be lied to or manipulated in order for a relationship to continue. Because if y'all, no, seriously, like for real, like when y'all by yourselves and got too much time on y'all hand, y'all get to thinking. And you need a man to come in and manipulate y'all so y'all don't sit there and just be thinking all the time. You laughing, but I'm serious though. Like y'all, like man brings calm and clarity to a woman's emotions. Yeah, I'm gonna drink to that. Cheers.
Okay, so I think that's a bunch of bullshit, personally. Because it's like, okay, who gets to decide? Like, what puts you in a position to be able to decide, like, what it is that I need, just based off of gender alone? That's a question.
Me?
Yeah, that's a question.
Because, like, even back like in the Anglo-Saxon days, like the men,
That nigga said in the Anglo-Saxon.
like it's
That's
always it's just the way it is. Like women need to be led, women need to be lied to, not in a way that it diminishes your value. I want to be clear with that, but. That's just how, I don't know. Luke, back me up. I'm trying to eat this Snickers.
Luke didn't say women needed to be manipulated.
Okay, here you go. It's a prime
said
example.
back in the
No,
Anglo-Saxon.
I'm gonna drop it right here. This is how it happened. Eve was the manipulator when she gave Adam the
She
apple.
did not
No,
manipulate.
Satan was the manipulator.
And
Correct.
Satan ain't gender specific. He's Satan.
He's a male.
Or it's Satan.
What was
But-
his name
but the
in
thing
heaven?
is-
Lucifer, he was a guy.
That sounds very male to me.
Yeah, he was a male. Everybody knows.
And my man.
Anything else? And
Oh
then
my
it's the
God.
fact that she didn't even have to manipulate Adam, because in
She
my
did.
opinion, he was an idiot. All she said is here.
And she
All
just
she did was
manipulated
say
him.
what
She
Lucifer
manipulated
had told her.
She did. All
She
she
was
said.
walking around in a nude.
Listen,
She knew like
Eve had to be
No, wait.
manipulated. So, like you just said, a woman needed to be manipulated because she was too smart to just
and
do
had
it.
she not,
But
then it
Adam-
wouldn't be the world.
Wait. First, let's be clear. She absolutely manipulated him.
How?
So I'm gonna tell you. So
Okay.
so if there's rules that we are supposed to follow, so me and you gonna follow these rules.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes and convinces.
Why God be-
I'm just hypothetical.
Yeah, he came.
and,
for sure.
and you
It would definitely be him.
and you manipulated her because y'all agreed that he manipulated her to get her to do it, right?
Yes,
So she knew the rules just like me, right?
correct.
And she ended up doing it
Correct.
because he said something to her to get her to do it.
He manipulated
So what
her,
did she
yes.
say to me to get me to do it?
Here.
She just did the same thing that he did, and y'all turn around and try to and y'all try to. Hey,
She
Tiff,
didn't do that.
Hey, Tiff, this is what I need you to do. I need you to take this L. Cause I just broke down
Absolutely
exactly what
not.
I said.
What I was saying, right?
No,
just-
you didn't.
Don't give
No,
us
you
a point.
didn't.
Don't
No,
give
we
us a
don't get a point for that.
Because that's not what took
For that.
place.
Listen.
She never had to tell Adam, like, hey, the serpent said we got to eat this. And
Are
then
you-
she never even told him the story.
No,
All she
and
said
she don't
is,
have to.
here, eat
Okay.
this.
It's still. Listen. If he know so, and he knew that he was eating of the forbidden fruit, right?
Correct.
And so you telling me that he didn't even say we shouldn't do this? He
did.
didn't say nothing.
We have
He
no
said
proof
she-
of
But
such.
and that's the point I'm trying to make. You don't try to use any proof in your own favor to
He
stop you
used
from
that.
All
doing
I
it.
can
This
use-
was
No.
key.
All we can use
analogy.
is what
But the point that I'm using is that if he was able to convince you when we both knew the rules, and then you came to me after leaving him, you are still manipulating in the same way. It is the exact same.
Because
thing.
I was manipulated. I was
And-
sold
and
on
that's
the
what I
idea.
said.
and now
And
you're,
now I'm
and
telling
you're
you.
transferring
But
manipulation.
this is the
though,
manipulator.
You're still
No
I was the
transferring
manipulated.
No
and now
one
I'm
is-
manipulating you.
You're still transferring. Yeah, because you're regurgitating what he just gave
But she
you.
didn't have to
He
do that. It
manipulated
doesn't
me.
say it
Why
anywhere
does
in
that
the
mean
story.
that if I tell you to kill somebody, that don't mean that you didn't kill him. You still did it. You still did it.
Right.
No, no.
My
He
whole
manipulated
point
you,
is,
and that means that you are free of
my
manipulation.
whole point is,
It-
it doesn't say it anywhere in the story that she said this to Adam. All it says is she gave it to him and he ate it. That's it.
I don't
I
know
didn't
what it says, but I
manipulate
don't-
you.
We can get out of the biblical times. Women
We
manipulate.
can.
Please.
Oh,
That's because y'all don't want to take
my
the L on that.
period late.
I'm
Or
taking-
You are
the baby
speculating.
is yours. All that type of manipulation. Y'all withhold
Maybe she don't
sex.
know.
Withholding sex is the ultimate manipulation, and y'all do that religiously. Oh, I'm not giving your 90-day rules.
He
All
said
that
us all
shit.
up. He shit everybody.
Yeah.
Go and give us
He
a
did
point.
a good one.
You know what
Go
I'm
and give
saying?
us a point.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
okay.
we can keep
y'all
score.
manipulate the
No,
dates.
So okay, so
There
let's
we
talk
go.
about
We
let's
got
talk
one.
about how.
Like I've been manipulated to hold this damn phone. When I told her I do not want to hold the phone tonight.
Let's talk about the different ways men and women manipulate. So, what are some of the ways that women manipulate men?
Fellas.
The ways women
So
manipulate
our-
men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all asking from the opposite perspective. You
Yes.
asking
Yes.
from the opposite perspective.
Yep.
Luke, you can go ahead on this one. You can take the lead on this one, buddy. How don't
We don't manipulate it. Okay, there you have it.
Well, no.
Someone's speechless. I'm just playing.
I'm just not trying to tell my own business. That's all. So I was
Well,
like-
just speak in general.
I was
what
like-
are some
I mean,
ways?
right. So I was trying to think of something general as opposed to something that I've actually
That's
went
personal.
through. Just put my own business out. That's all I was.
I
saying.
will say this. I think for men and women, I think that there is such a thing as a representative, and that's manipulation.
That is manipulation.
That's manipulation, a
I don't
representative.
show no
So I
representative.
think with men, they kind of meet women and they want to know what you're looking for, and then pretend to be it to get close
That
to
is
you.
manipulation.
That is manipulation.
No.
Most people.
What? That's not
Y'all
manipulation.
manipulate.
that.
Fuck that. Y'all manipulate with your fake ass eyelashes, your weaves, your
Wow.
contour makeups to make your nose pointy. When y'all on your fucking lives and you flick their hair, all of this shit that ain't yours, that's manipulation, right? It starts right there.
I
If you're
don't
being
feel like that's
honest.
manipulation.
It is though, because I'm not saying everybody. Women that know how to do their makeup great where it looks good. Cool, y'all just enhancing your beauty. But the ones that actually change their whole face, that's manipulation.
Can we
Like,
get a definition of manipulation, Kat?
And do the one that got clever in there too.
Yeah,
Right.
let me get a solid definition of manipulation.
All right.
'Cause I like to
The
argue
action
myself
of manipulating something in a skillful manner.
I mean,
The action of manipulating someone in a clever or unscrupulous way.
What does manipulate mean?
What's up, y'all?
I tell you what, man.
Handle or control,
please go over to
typically
street
in a
radio.
skillful manner. Control or influence, cleverly, unfairly, or unscrupulously.
Did a picture of Tiff
So
show up next to that?
No.
definition?
Yes.
Actually,
That
look
sound
at
like
you.
Tiff.
Yes.
That sounds a lot like
So,
Tiff.
okay, based on that definition, how is
Y'all go to
makeup?
Streets Radio, please.
How is makeup manipulating there? Because you're not
And-
controlling anybody.
Turn that up.
Also, with women in the
It's
makeup,
deceptive.
I did think about that earlier, but I think that women, the weave, the eyelashes, men don't even like that shit. So how we using it to manipulate y'all? Y'all don't even like it. We do it for ourselves.
They like that
Uh-oh.
shit. They like that
They
shit.
don't. They niggas complain about eyelashes and weave all day like it's their jobs.
But that's the girls they date.
I think part of it though is because it got excessive. I don't think niggas be minding it, but when you got like the bat wings on your eyes and you know you
Yeah.
got to weave down to your socks, you know I think that's kind of where guys was like, Then y'all start like wearing the trainee makeup, so like y'all kind of blending in with the trainees because everybody's makeup is so strong. So now you don't really know who's who, you know. And it's like, and guys be like, this some bullshit, you know. So maybe that may play a part. I don't know.
I think that's pretty accurate.
I would say, I mean, I could see that makeup could be deceptive. I don't think it's manipulative, but definitely
But
deceptive.
wouldn't that be a part of manipulate? Those words should be
It doesn't
synonymous.
influence.
But if
Influence, eyesight, like perception, the vision.
because you can't manipulate without being deceptive.
Why can't
Huh?
you?
Tell me a situation where you can manipulate without being deceptive.
So
I
like
gotta
how
agree
Kathy
with
said,
him on that.
her grandma said, you the fastest person. That's why I want you to do. She very well could have been the fastest person.
No, but
But
she's still
she-
deceiving her,
Yeah.
and she's telling the reason. She's being deceptive in the reason that she's saying that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I thought it was
I
just a
don't think
skillful
so.
and what is it?
No,
Unscrupulous.
Skillful.
No, you
Or
have to-
unscrupulous. So you can do it skillfully or unscrupulously.
Look up the definition to deceiving. I gotta go with Lou on this one because when you're deceiving somebody, you're not being forthcoming, you're not being outright in
Yeah,
what
that's
it
what
is that you're
deceptive
trying to
is.
gain. So
But-
in order to
But you
manipulate,
just said you manipulate people to motivate them.
yeah, I do it in ways that they don't know.
So
Black
is it-
people
is
don't
it
believe
the-
in themselves,
But
so you gotta trick them into doing it.
is it deceitful?
Are
Yeah.
you telling all the truth, or are you like boosting them a little bit?
So, for
I
instance,
think manipulation
let me
is
give,
like
can I give an example?
persuasion.
Can I give an example?
Please.
So, for instance, I know that a lot of black people don't believe in themselves. So when I talk to people about their situation, if it's finances or credit, I be like, that's easy. No matter how much debt they got, I say the same thing over. Like, the first thing you want to do is give somebody hope. You know what I mean? So I be like, that's easy. You in the winner's position. That'll take no. So now I'm trying to just convince you to believe that you can overcome whatever situation you in. And I say the same exact thing no matter their situation because it doesn't matter your situation. It matters how much you believe in yourself.
So you can get them to do what you need, huh?
No, so they can help
Come
themselves.
buy this car.
Nah,
Right.
this be my friends and everything. No, I'm serious. Nah, that ain't.
Okay.
Just,
Oh, I thought
I
you
ain't.
was like at a like, oh, this is nothing. You can do this.
She do it there too.
I'm talking about people that want to change their credit situation, their finance situations, and stuff like that. Because we've been bred to believe in something higher than ourselves, like a God and stuff like that. Church is the biggest form of manipulation that we've ever experienced.
Super fast.
I think there's more male pastors than there are
Absolutely.
female. I don't know. I could be wrong.
That's
just
a
the
fact.
patriarchy, you know.
That's just a fact. Okay, so we got makeup. How else do women manipulate?
So I'm looking at the
Again,
deceptive
sorry.
definition, and it says giving an appearance or impression different from the true one, misleading. None of these synonyms are manipulative.
Oh, here you go one. This is what women do. Women do this shit. Yo, baby, I'm gonna go hang out with my homeboy tonight. I just want to let you know I'll probably be home about 11 or 12. I mean, so you gotta hang out with your man every night. Then you make him feel bad so that he doesn't even end up going out. Women do that all the time. Y'all play off of our emotions. Y'all so hurt. I told y'all a lot about y'all menstrual cycles. You know what I'm saying? The dude say he done with you. I'm done. Yo, I'm done with you. I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? And y'all do all that type of stuff to just keep a guy wrapped around y'all fingers. Y'all
So
terrible.
you say women are more like emotionally manipulative. They try to
I know
manipulate
a
you
woman
emotionally.
who is a mental manipulator. Man, this girl is. Oh, hey, Tiff.
And y'all manipulate with sex. Like
That's
y'all,
true.
Yeah, y'all manipulate with sex all the time.
That's true.
Yeah,
How do
y'all
we
s-
manipulate with sex? Please help me understand.
But men manipulate
By
with money, so we give us
withholding.
both the point. Give us both the point.
Hold on, we going around the room.
No, it's facts, Tiff. Come on now.
I'm saying I agree. Men do manipulate with money.
And women manipulate with sex.
Right, y'all rap about it. If he ain't paying, he ain't hitting, and all that. Y'all rap about it. Like,
Because that's what y'all try to manipulate women with. So, Lou, how do you think women can be manipulative? What are some ways women can manipulate?
I feel like manipulation kind of come from an emotional space in most cases, but you know, don't get me wrong, not saying all cases, but in most cases I feel like it does, and I feel like women are the most emotional, and that's why everybody knows that women manipulate the most, because a woman, she want what she want, and so a woman kind of do what she need to do to get what she want, and I think that with that just being the case in general, that women from an early age was taught to, like, you know, like you said, when one of y'all brought it up when you said, like, you know, you cried and not get something, whatever. Like women were allowed to do this for a much longer time than men were, and it's just, and women know to play that emotional shit to kind of get a reaction from a man, you know. And I feel like since y'all been doing it y'all entire life, and we don't necessarily get to manipulate like that, I feel like we only get to manipulate via like sex and stuff like that. Like, I don't think 10-year-old boys are like really manipulative like that.
So you think guys
but little
manipulate through sex?
I mean, well, yeah, of course we
I
gonna
do for sure.
Yeah, you know, as guys, we gonna we can do certain shit because we gonna do what we need to do to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think in that regard, and then like
And-
after that, we kind of lose our power after that once we done did it.
Well,
if we still fucking
that's
lose their
not.
power.
So
I mean, I'm
gotta-
saying,
that's
I
not
mean,
necessarily-
no,
I
you
think-
can use the dick to manipulate for sure. I mean, to still like control, you can do that. But I'm just saying, like, that's like the last option. Where else do we manipulate
Let me,
besides that?
and then y'all also do it as versus like how good dick y'all gonna give. So like, I know my homeboy be like, I'm gonna give her A plus, or he'll be like, I'm gonna give her C dick, depending on how much you want the bitch to like you.
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
yeah, they manipulate how.
Like,
how
I know
good
if
of
my
good sex they
relationship
give you.
if
Yeah.
it's rocky and like all I got to resort to is dick. You know what I mean? I gotta give it to you like
Yeah, we call it A plus.
Yeah.
we grade it. He be like,
That's for
I'm,
sure.
he be like, I don't like this
depending
bitch.
on how.
Yeah,
If I
I'm
like, I
gonna give her a
really
C.
want her in. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get this highway to heaven, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna manipulate you. Like, I may give you some just enough to come back for some more to see if it's worth it, but
Yeah, I ain't really like that. I'm kind of like, if the chemistry fire, then the chemistry fire. I ain't gonna withhold shit.
Nah,
If we got
That's
fire chemistry,
crazy.
then we
never
about to
heard
go
that.
crazy.
everybody it can't.
Yeah, I'm not about to fuck you less for whatever reason.
It's not, see, when you say less.
If I'm fucking you, I'm trying to do a
See,
job
that's
here.
why-
I'm trying to
That's what I would imagine. I've never heard of that.
Now the only way I wouldn't is that the chemistry doesn't lead me to that. But if chemistry is leading me, if we connecting on that level, man, nigga, please, I'm not holding back shit.
Yeah.
So
I would
that's
agree.
me.
Yeah,
I didn't know that guys did that.
Yeah,
That's
guys
crazy.
do that for sure, 100%. All my homeboys do it.
What?
Every last homeboy I got.
That's very interesting. And their purpose is what? Because they don't
Depending
want her
on
to
how
like her too much.
Depending on how you want the woman to feel about you, it depending on how good of a sex you give them.
That's why I don't kiss everybody I have sex with. Because kissing is so much more intimate. You know what
Kissing
I mean?
is very intimate. But I know a lot of guys that don't kiss
Nah.
during, or they don't kiss every woman. They only kiss if they really
Yeah, if we like
are
you.
into
Nah,
it.
See, I'm not giving everybody, like, if it's just something like, yo, it just happened and I ain't really tripping, I don't really want that headache. Because like I told you, I said maturity is turning down the pussy, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, if it's a chick, I'm like, all right, hit, I might just turn her around. So we don't have that connection. Like, you don't need to see my face, I don't need to see yours. You know what I mean? That way, there's no manipulation. There's no manipulation in the situation. Just a lot of penetration.
She don't know who it is.
Yeah.
I don't need to see your face,
it
and
ain't
you
like
don't
that
need to
for
see
me.
mine.
I think beginning of relationships, men are more manipulative. I think they're
Yeah.
saying all the right things, doing all the right things, and I think
They can be
once
very
you
manipulative.
cross
But that's
that
what
threshold into a relationship, I think that's when the woman's
I think it's
manipulation kicks in to keep shit how they want it.
I would agree with that. So, what are some things men do to manipulate, Kathy?
They lie.
Lie their asses off.
They lie.
I mean, that's on both sides though.
Yeah, I think both do lie. I think, like I said, men will pretend like they want what you want.
Yeah.
And men will research you. Like, I've had guys on social media, like, come at me with shit on my page, like, trying to make it seem like we have all this shit in common. It's like, no.
Hey, grandma told you you was fast too.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I
right.
know I hate
I've
them
had
ho-
people
you
do
know
that,
what the
and it's
biggest
like,
manipulators
nah.
men are? Them hotep people.
I think
Good
men who
morning.
give
I don't
women
like
advice
those
all
men.
day are the most manipulative. The ones who all their posts are talking about relationships
Oh, I
and
know one like
queen.
that.
If you
Yes.
deserve this, those types are
The
the
pick-me.
worst.
They are.
The pick me.
The pick me
pick-me.
dudes, the panders, the pandas.
What's that,
You
what's
got
that nigga
both.
name? What's that?
Farrah Gray,
No, that
Daniel,
the
Dave, what's
nigga-
Derek Jackson?
That nigga.
Yeah, those
Derek
types.
Jackson, yeah.
Those are the worst
I don't
types.
know
What's
who
that
that
nigga named
is.
Trenton Shelton?
I don't know. I just know that Derek Jackson nigga.
Yeah, I think those are the ones
I don't
that you
know
have
none
to
of
be.
them.
And the hoteps for sure.
But
Yeah.
it's like
The queens.
Yeah, them hotep
They call you
queens.
queen.
But look how many women fall for it, and that's why I said women need to be manipulated. So y'all can feel like y'all got your own way of thinking. You know what I mean?
What?
Like y'all thinking for
How does that
yourself.
connect
Because
to
y'all
we need
here-
to be manipulated? I'm not finding a
I
connection.
don't either.
I think the connection you're trying to make is because if these guys are doing it, that means that it's a profitable business in a sense. So if it's profitable, that means that people are buying this. That means this is what y'all need because this is why y'all buying
But
it.
you got a
That
lot
doesn't
of
mean that's
pick
what
me
we
girls
need,
too, though. A
That's what y'all
lot.
need to hear because it touches y'all emotions. You know what I mean? And
Lots
then-
of things.
and
got
then
a
when I
lot
say
emotionally.
it gives y'all a false sense of reality too, because y'all thinking that those type of men actually exist. No, they don't. they just don't. Like it goes back to what you said. It's the representative. He's just doing it. They're just doing it at a broader scale.
Right.
Like when a man, I had this conversation last night, and I'm like, yo, relationship be fucked up, but you get manipulated into something new. It's fresh. The conversation is great.
That
y'all
honeymoon
laughing.
phase.
Yeah, and then that shit fade, but a woman that manipulated herself into seeing something more
I
than what
agree
it
with
actually
that.
was. You know what I mean? Like,
Both parties do it.
a nigga can be like, yo, I took you to dinner a couple times. I told you I like you. When a woman hear that, like, yo, girl, I think he the one. And it's like, how? You know what I mean? Like, how do you think I'm the one because I'm nice to you? And it goes back to, like, I feel like women,
Hey, that's a bar.
women fall in love with what's being given to them. You know what I mean?
What they hear.
Not what
I
y'all
don't
hear.
even
What's
necessarily
being
think
given.
that.
The
I think
tangibles.
women can trick themselves into believing whatever. Because you got some men who are very honest and tell the woman, like, look, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want this. I don't want that. And the woman still will be like,
She be like, girl, but
I
when we
can
make love,
change
I'm
him.
telling you,
yeah,
like
like
that
can change
connection.
I know I can change him into thinking blah blah blah.
example.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think they need to be manipulated. I think that they want to believe whatever it is that they want to believe, and I think that's people in general.
Yeah, I think
Because I have told plenty of men, like, look,
Y'all need to though, because if y'all don't have that
you can't
ambition
say
of
that
trying
we need to.
y'all need that ambition of happy wife and a husband and all of that. That ambition is what keeps y'all on y'all toes. The moment y'all get to a point where y'all realize this shit ain't never gonna happen for me, I'm never gonna get a man that I want and blah blah blah, y'all let yourself go. Like it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. But as long as y'all still got that hope that y'all can get married
So
and have that
what about the
happy
fact
ending,
that they let themselves go once they get that?
who? I don't know. No
It's
women
plenty of women that once they get a husband, now
That's
they
what
fat
most
as
women
hell.
do.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
See, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't date women that would do that.
But wouldn't that still be manipulation too? You wait till a nigga marry you to let yourself go?
Yeah, that's manipulation.
That
I don't
is
think it's
manipulation.
manipulation. I think it's just
Okay. It's
unconscious. I
but-
just
but-
think
but-
that
wait,
I don't think that's
So-
any. I don't think that's any different than a man trying to
I just wanna
get a
acknowledge
woman to have
something.
sex. Then once he get it, it's like, okay, now stop putting in so much effort. Once she secures her man, her husband, then she stop putting in as much effort.
Hey.
But people need to be realistic about that, because I got into it with this stranger at Outback, and she was like, my husband, he don't, because she was a bigger girl, she was nice looking, and you could tell she probably let herself go. She got with him when she was
Yeah,
like
that
30
happen all the
pounds. She was
time.
like 30 pounds lighter, right? And she was like, my husband don't do this and don't do that. I said,
30 pounds
and
don't make
she-
you a big girl. She had to already be big.
and she said her
30
husband,
pounds. I'm sorry. Let me finish.
but listen, so she said her husband was an older guy. I said, so it sounded like y'all had a business arrangement. You think she fell in love with him? She said, yeah, you got with him because he had money. Y'all had an agreement. You faltered on your agreement, and now he's cheating. You broke y'all arrangement. And I don't see what's so harsh about that. You didn't keep up your end of the bargain. You don't look like something you want to spend money on. It was never about the love. But then it become,
it's like people with
Yeah.
NBA players
That's
and
harsh.
things like
It's
that.
I
true.
think that is harsh though.
Damn.
But it's
I had
true.
An epiphany. Like women do,
Again.
y'all. women do like manipulate on some emotional shit. Y'all manipulate to death with that shit. And the reason I say y'all do it more is because y'all emotions are always over the place. Y'all thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about this. So the manipulation is constantly going. Men, we definitely manipulate with what we can do, the tangibles. You know what I mean? Reasons to keep you fucking with us.
That's not
So-
true.
So I feel like
why it ain't
this.
true that
I
it
feel
was
like
woke as shit?
men. I feel like in this world, men have more power than women. So women have to be manipulative in order to secretly hold the power. So we have to manipulate y'all into thinking, yes, you do hold the
So you
power,
just prove on a point.
but secretly
Y'all the most
Facts.
we
manipulative.
are controlling everything.
Right.
But
So,
when
but
you're a
because we
master
can't
manipulator,
outwardly be like that.
and when you're a
So-
master manipulator, the whole point of the manipulation is to allow you to feel like that while putting all of the pieces in order. So I
Yeah,
can,
absolutely.
So people like me,
But that's
Can
what
be
we
taken
So
advantage
let's
of.
talk. So what's the difference? So you mentioned earlier we got different forms of manipulators.
Yeah.
So what's the difference, and what's the difference, as you mentioned, between a master manipulator, a mind, what like?
I
just
think
talk to
intelligence is the
people.
difference between a master manipulator and just a mediocre.
I feel like a master manipulator is somebody that's so engulfed in the manipulation that it's a bigger end game. Like, okay, I gotta let her believe that she, or anybody, I have to let them believe
That they had an upper
they're,
hand.
yeah. What's that movie? Will Smith did a movie about it. He was driving a red car. He was it was a white girl.
Hitch?
Oh, nigga,
Focus.
Focus?
Focus. That was all manipulation. You know what I mean? Like placing the pieces.
Hitch
you
was
gotta be-
also manipulation.
Hitch was
Yeah,
that? Yeah, Will Smith. I Am Legend was. No, I'm joking, but yeah, Hitch for
You
sure.
learn from
So I want to
Big
talk
Daddy.
about a form of manipulation. It's called gaslighting. You guys have heard of this term, right?
It's
No,
really-
Gaslighting?
never heard of it.
You guys never heard of gaslighting?
No, what is
All right,
it?
so
What is
gaslighting
that?
means to manipulate someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity. So I caught you cheating with a girl. You did not see me with that girl. I was not with that girl. I promise you that was not me with that girl. That's gaslighting.
You
or
crazy.
to make you
Crazy
feel,
as hell. You
Right.
insecure.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
that's why
like
you
if
think
your-
I'm cheating on you.
like if your phone's sitting right here and your text go off and you look at it, it's like, why was you looking at my phone anyway? Like it just came up on the phone. They make you feel bad about your feelings.
Yeah.
Or wrong, or make you feel like you crazy. Now let's talk about this. Is an interesting one, and I realized that I used to be guilty of this in the past.
Oh wait, we not gonna stick on this gaslighting thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's stick on it. Let's
Oh
stick
yeah,
on
I
it.
mean, yeah. I was saying I
Okay.
ain't want to move from
Okay,
that
let's go to
perspective.
gaslighting.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the same thing because I had never heard of these terms. I never heard,
Yeah, I
of,
never heard of it.
gaslighting. I had never heard
It's like people refusing to say that something is actually happening. That is actually happening.
Yeah.
And then they make you think you
I know
crazy.
somebody-
Yeah,
for
because
believing
you
that
like,
it's
is
happening.
is this table actually gray? Like
Yeah,
he said it's blue.
I hadn't heard these terms until about 2 years ago for the first time. And what was it? The gaslighting and narcissist because
Love bombing.
I thought
bombing.
well, I just learned love bombing the
Ghosting.
other day, but as it pertains to narcissism, because I noticed that narcissism, the first trait is usually gaslighting of a narcissist. So I hear, and when I thought of narcissism, I thought of a person that just thought highly of themselves. That's what I always thought. But then I ended up finding out what these new terminologies were, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, people do that. And then so I had someone say that to me before. And I was a narcissist, and I was just like, damn, straight up.
No.
Right. And I was like, straight up. So I'm like, I didn't really know what they meant at first until when I found out. And then what I know about the person, I was like, oh, damn, I can see why you think that. Because you don't want to see that she's actually the narcissist.
Yes.
And I was like, damn,
That's
the
what I
narcissist
meant.
just
That's why I
identified
said
me
a
as a
master
narcissist.
manipulator.
And
Yeah.
people confuse confidence with narcissism.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and
They
look,
do.
I literally sat back and thought about the situation as a whole. I had to replay some things in my mind. I was like, wait a minute, and I'm like, nigga, it was like the Scooby Doo mask
That
taking
happened
off,
to me.
and it was like narcissist. I was like, damn, nigga, you a narcissist. This is what the fuck I'm dealing with.
Facts.
And I was like, you was calling me this the whole time, and I'm like. I mean, it was like at the end of the song, they started playing the music and everything coming together. That's how that shit was for me. That shit was crazy as hell. So that's why I didn't want to skip over this when you brought it up. I'm like, no, I definitely want to talk about this because I have experience with this, and I just recently learned what it was, and see,
Gaslighting?
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
and
think
she was saying that to me, and I'm gonna end it in 30 seconds. She was saying that shit to me, and was just kind of telling me shit like when I started thinking about the problems we actually had, and I'm like, yo, you do realize that really didn't happen, and the person literally, because they were so emotional, they were creating situations that never happened, and I had to really think.
It was almost like she was reverse gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's exactly.
and I was like, yo,
This is what I'm saying.
Which is master manipulation.
yeah, and that shit was just that shit.
Do you
fucked me
think she
up.
was conscious
dealt with
of it
somebody
though?
like
It's like
Do you think she
Inception.
consciously was doing these things, or do you think she was just like?
Because
I
sometimes
think she's mentally
sometimes
she's
that
mentally
might not-
messed
Yeah,
up in a
I don't
place
think
she
that
don't even
was
recognize
conscious.
it. Yeah, I don't think she
yeah.
recognized it.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. That sounds more like it could have been projection.
Yeah.
But the only thing
Like
too, though,
100%
but the only thing too, there was other things that she manipulated that she still don't want to own. I'm like, so are you telling me you didn't say this? And she'll be like, well, I did say that, but that's not what that. I'm like, that's exactly what that means, bro. That's exactly what that means. And I'm like, low key, you had a plan from jump, bro. From jump, and you trying to sit here and make it seem like this was a we thing, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I've had. So one thing I do want to come to the gray table about. I realized about myself that I used to be guilty of love bombing, and what love bombing is
It's that airy shit.
I think it is an Aries trait. What love bombing is that but I did mine.
So you gotta explain what love bombing is.
So
People don't know.
love bombing is when you shower somebody in the beginning with attention or gifts or day or whatever.
I'm gonna just put a point on the men's side.
Yep.
Love bomb.
And so
And I gotta give us
Manipulating
one
the
because
score.
April
I think
singing.
I think the gaslight
April.
thing is men too.
So you do all of this, and the reason that it becomes toxic is because you do it. It's not because you think that this one particular person is special. It's a pattern that you do to lock people in and feel a way about you.
I definitely don't do that.
Yeah, so
I don't do that either.
you doing
Either.
things to because you want somebody to be under your thumb.
Yeah, I don't like people that much to love bomb them.
So I mean, it could be with attention, different things like that. But I mean, that was when I was younger. But I had to be honest with myself.
So does anybody else here do
It's
love
called a
bombing?
tornado.
No.
It's called
I don't do that.
you
I
know
don't
how a
really
tornado will come in real quick and leave out. It's something like that. Yeah. Do you have any
I think that a lot of men do love bombing. Like in the beginning, they shower you with a lot of attention,
Yep.
a lot of
That's why women's
know,
biggest complaint is always consistency. Just be consistent.
Exactly.
Just be consistent. That's what we always say.
Yeah, but y'all
that's
because
what
they do
we don't talk about that.
what's that?
There's
Shit.
another one. Breadcrumbing. Have you ever heard of that one?
Only
No.
thing.
What's
One
bread?
more thing about the man's consistency. I don't like the fact that is because I do understand that, and I do feel like that is a problem that men do that. I'm definitely guilty of it, but women ain't consistent either.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Y'all
was
sit there and
about
talk
to say.
about niggas be consistent, like, and we the ones that like for y'all to juggle us. We like two balls, you know.
Y'all
No
have two
pun.
balls, yeah.
No
Like,
pun. But with y'all,
on.
when we juggling y'all with everything y'all need, it's like 7 fucking balls. We gotta do so much for y'all, cause y'all need so fucking much, and we need so little.
Yep.
And so that's the major.
We're gonna
y'all
give the men a
start
point
the
on this
point-
one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The
So she's just
point-
marking points for men.
The point is though, y'all
And the
start
ones the
off
most-
doing it. Why do it in the beginning?
Because y'all juggling the 7 balls, and
Because-
y'all don't have to.
because we competing with
just
other men.
just
that's why.
juggle 2
Facts.
balls. Period.
Because we competing with other
Yeah.
men. So we got to do what we can and stand above the crowd to get chose. Because men campaign and women elect. That is just a fact.
Yes.
And everybody,
You
every,
run into
and,
women who date these hams.
and so at the end of the day, if I got a job and I'm working for my money, and another nigga, he a scammer, he can just cash you out whatever the fuck. How the fuck I'm gonna stand up above that unless I'm just my regular, cool, handsome, smart, intelligent, humble self?
You
But-
feel me?
But that's
know,
is that
shout out
not
to Uncle
manipulation
But
though?
that's the person you should want, who wants you
Is
for
I mean,
that.
no, I agree, but at the same time,
So the
it's just-
juggling
but-
of the 7 balls is your choice.
But you gotta be realistic though. You gotta be real.
It's
you gotta be
realistic that it's
in
your
this regard.
choice.
And no, but in this regard, you understand that money talks. You know that.
It don't talk to
And
me.
so
You got to be talking about some big money to talk to me about some money.
either way though. Either way, if you looking at me and you like me on this level, and you looking at another nigga on this level, but that nigga like I'm gonna take you to wherever the fuck and all this. Of course, you gonna care about the time you have. You're not enjoying yourself. But just the fact that one nigga is like, hey, you want to come over and kick it, and another nigga like, I'm gonna take you to whatever your restaurant of
right.
choice. He's gonna stand above me.
Yeah.
So don't talk that money don't matter shit to me because it do.
But
easy.
it
Not
does.
for me.
It does, but that's a part
It doesn't-
of
it doesn't for
manipulation.
me.
You gonna sit there and
It's not true.
It depends on the time. No. Hold on.
It's
Let me
not
say
true.
something.
It's
Let
not
me say
true for
something.
me.
Let me say something. Let's be honest, ladies. Let me say honest. Let me be honest, Lou. Let me talk to them in language they understand. If you got 2 guys, okay, we're gonna do a part 2. But if you got 2 guys that you just met and y'all known each other the same time frame, what he's saying is, if this person is offering one thing, you gonna pick the one. You know what I mean? You
Just
gonna pick.
offering the better thing.
Yeah, not to say if you already got a connection with this guy or
Yeah,
you're feeling
nobody
him,
saying
nothing
that.
like that. I'm saying if you met them both
And
on the
that
same
don't-
term,
I agree with
then,
that.
yeah.
My
It don't
point,
matter
my
how much
point
you
is
love.
that's still manipulation though.
But y'all was talking like he was crazy. He was saying something.
No,
No,
I
I
think
agree
that's crazy.
with him the whole time.
I had to talk to. I had to talk to him from the women.
Hey.
No, I didn't talk to
5
him like he
points
was
for the
crazy.
man.
I said it was still manipulation. That's the point. It's still manipulation because you only doing this. You're only doing this to persuade me to pick you, and you have no intentions on keeping this charade going. Once
Exactly.
That's not true.
So it's a lot that plays into that though, because then by the time we doing all of this shit, then y'all then manipulated yourself into thinking it's something more. Now you getting on the nigga nerve, and he don't want to even do all of the extra shit. So now that he don't want to do the extra shit, it's called love bombing. Damn, I was doing all of this shit because I fucked with you. But now that you fuck with me too and you can't control your emotions, I gotta leave you alone.
Maybe I can't control my
Hey, that's
emotions
a
because
point.
you
Is that a
stopped
point?
doing.
No, we got 2 minutes.
Then y'all
left.
wanna-
We're gonna do part 2.
We got okay. We
we can
got
pick it up
2
on
minutes
love
left.
bombing because that's some bullshit.
Yeah, let's
Love
Love
bombing is some
bombing.
bullshit.
We're gonna do bread
I
crumbing.
think
Let's write all this
guys do
Ghosting.
the most
Ghosting.
love bombing
I
and
wanna
the
talk
most
about ghosting.
gaslighting because they, for sure, will have a bitch thinking she crazy
Yep.
when they think that he cheating.
I want to pick up on ghosting.
Okay,
Because I got some
will
questions.
Talk about ghosting.
Can you ask your followers? I got some questions.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna have to do a part 2 of this manipulation thing. Let us know what you think. Who's more manipulative between men and women, especially after
Gaslighting,
learning,
ladies.
especially after learning the types of manipulation. We're gonna discuss some more on the next show as well. So like, comment, let us know what you think. If there's anything you want us to discuss, let us know. We catch y'all next time. Bye.
Peace.
Dang, I want to talk about ghosting.
I got money way before the deal. Put my bitches in new pair of heels.